What if I told you the next leg cramp you feel could be the first step toward losing your independence forever? For countless seniors, these crippling spasms strike in the dead of night or mid-step, turning something as simple as walking to the kitchen into agony. And with age, dehydration, poor circulation, and nutrient loss, they only get more frequent and more dangerous. But here's the twist. In today's video, I'll reveal 5 powerful fruits that can help stop cramps before they start. And the fourth one is something 99% of people have no idea can prevent cramps. Yet it's sitting right there in your own kitchen. Let's start with fruit number 1, bananas. You've probably tossed one into your breakfast without thinking twice. Sweet, easy to peel, no mess. But did you know that inside that yellow skin is one of the simplest, most natural ways to keep your muscles from locking up? You might think of bananas as just a quick snack, but they're actually loaded with potassium, a mineral your muscles depend on to contract and relax the way they're supposed to. And here's the part most people don't realize. As you get older, your body tends to lose potassium faster, and if your levels drop too low, those night cramps have a much easier time showing up. Think about the last time you had a cramp. Was it after a warm day, or maybe after you'd been more active than usual? That's often when your body is low on fluids and electrolytes, and potassium is one of the first to go. Bananas help bring it back. A medium one gives you about 10% of what you need for the day, and it works alongside magnesium and sodium to keep your fluid balance in check. The result? Your muscles stay hydrated and ready to move, not seize up in pain. And there's more. Bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, which your nerves use to send signals to your muscles. Without enough B6, those signals can misfire, making cramps more likely. That's why a banana a day, especially after activity or on warmer days, can be a quiet but powerful tool in your fight against cramps. Imagine finishing your evening walk, having a banana with a glass of water, and knowing you've just helped your legs sleep through the night without a twinge. Now, bananas are great for giving your muscles the minerals they need. But what about protecting them from the inside out, keeping the tissue strong, the blood flowing, and the recovery smooth? For that, we turn to a fruit you probably think of as an immune booster, but it's doing a whole lot more for your legs than just fighting colds. And that's where we head next. Oranges. You probably think of them when you feel a cold coming on, right? A quick burst of vitamin C to help your immune system. But here's what most people don't know. Vitamin C is just as important for your muscles as it is for fighting off sniffles. When you get enough, it helps your body make collagen, the protein that keeps your muscles, tendons, and ligaments strong and flexible. Without enough collagen, those muscle fibers can become weaker and more prone to cramping. Have you ever noticed how your legs feel stiffer after sitting for a while? Or how your calves tighten more easily now than they did years ago? That's not just getting older. It's often a sign your connective tissues aren't as elastic as they used to be. Oranges help turn that around. They also improve blood vessel health, which means better circulation. And better circulation means oxygen and nutrients get to your muscles faster, keeping them from fatiguing and locking up. Plus, oranges carry a hidden advantage for seniors. They're full of water. Dehydration is one of the most common triggers for cramps, and many older adults simply don't feel as thirsty as they used to. By eating an orange, you're not just getting vitamins. You're quietly topping up your hydration without having to think about it. Imagine a glass of fresh orange juice in the morning, or a sliced orange after your walk, giving your body exactly what it needs to keep moving comfortably. Now, we've talked about minerals and collagen, but what about the nutrient that actually helps your muscles relax? The one that calms the contraction before it turns into a cramp? That's where a small, fuzzy fruit steps in, and it's far more powerful than its size suggests. Kiwis, small enough to fit in your palm, covered in that fuzzy skin you might be tempted to peel away. But don't let their size fool you. Inside is one of the best natural muscle relaxers you can eat. Have you ever felt that lingering tightness in your calves after a long day, even when you're not cramping? That's often your body telling you it's low on magnesium. And magnesium is exactly what kiwis deliver. It's the mineral that helps your muscles let go after they've contracted, keeping a normal movement from turning into a painful spasm. Here's the tricky part. Your body's ability to absorb and keep magnesium drops as you age. So even if you're eating what you think is enough, your muscles might still be missing out. Each kiwi gives you a solid boost, and it comes with extra perks: vitamin C to repair muscle tissue, potassium to help balance fluids, and fiber to keep your digestion running smoothly so your body can actually use all those nutrients. If you've ever struggled with cramps despite drinking enough water, magnesium might be the missing piece. Picture yourself having a couple of kiwis in the afternoon, the tart sweetness refreshing you while the minerals quietly work to keep your muscles calm through the night. And if you've only been eating kiwis in fruit salad, you might be surprised how much more effective they can be when you make them a regular snack. We've covered hydration from oranges and muscle relaxation from kiwis. But what if the root of your cramps is simply that your muscles are parched, that they're crying out for water before you even feel thirsty? The next fruit on the list is practically made of water, and it can quench that need in the most refreshing way possible. Watermelon. Just the name probably makes you think of summer, a cold slice on a hot day, juice running down your hand. But beyond being refreshing, watermelon might be one of the most effective ways to fight cramps, especially if you tend to get them more in warm weather. Have you ever noticed that on hot days, or after you've been outside working in the garden, your legs seize up more often? That's usually dehydration at work, and by the time you feel thirsty, your muscles have already been running low on water and electrolytes. Watermelon solves both problems at once. It's over 90% water, so every bite is hydrating you in a way your body can absorb easily. But it doesn't stop there. It's also packed with potassium to keep your muscle cells balanced, and citrulline, an amino acid that helps your blood vessels relax so more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles. That means faster recovery and fewer cramps, even after you've been more active than usual. Imagine finishing an afternoon of walking or tending your plants, then enjoying a bowl of chilled watermelon. You're not just cooling down, you're giving your muscles what they need to stay calm and avoid those painful nighttime wake-ups. And the beauty is, you don't have to overthink it. A few slices, a smoothie, even frozen cubes can work their magic. Now, staying hydrated and keeping your circulation strong are big steps toward cramp-free legs. But what if inflammation is quietly setting you up for trouble, making your muscles more sensitive and slow to recover? The next fruit isn't just delicious. It's a natural anti-inflammatory that can help your muscles bounce back faster than you might think. Cherries. Sweet, tart, and sometimes a little messy, but worth every bite. You might already enjoy them as a treat, but have you ever thought about them as muscle medicine? If you've been waking up with stiff legs or feeling sore longer than you used to after activity, inflammation could be the hidden reason. And that's where cherries shine. They're loaded with anthocyanins, natural compounds that fight inflammation and help your muscles recover faster. Think back to the last time you had a cramp after a walk or a day in the yard. That tight, lingering ache afterward? Cherries can help reduce that soreness so your muscles are ready for the next day. And if you struggle with cramps at night, there's another bonus. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are one of the few natural sources of melatonin. That means better sleep, and better sleep means your muscles have more time to heal and reset. It's easy to fit them in, fresh in season, frozen in smoothies, or even a small glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice before bed. Picture yourself waking up in the morning without that stiff, heavy feeling in your legs, ready to get moving again, and all because you made a small, delicious change. We've walked through 5 powerful fruits, each with its own way of protecting you from cramps. Potassium from bananas, collagen support from oranges, magnesium from kiwis, hydration from watermelon, and anti-inflammatory power from cherries. But how do they all fit together into your daily life so you can start seeing the benefits right away? That's where we'll wrap things up. So here's the truth. You don't have to live with those painful midnight wake-ups. Leg cramps aren't just part of getting older, and you've now got 5 simple, delicious tools to fight back. Imagine ending your day knowing you've given your muscles what they need to stay relaxed, your circulation what it needs to stay strong, and your body the hydration and recovery it's been missing. You've seen how bananas keep your electrolytes in balance, oranges build and protect your muscle tissue, kiwis help your muscles release instead of seize, watermelon keeps you hydrated from the inside out, and cherries calm inflammation so you bounce back faster. The real power is when you make them part of your everyday life. Maybe you start your morning with half a banana and a glass of water. Have an orange as a midday pick-me-up, snack on a kiwi in the afternoon, enjoy watermelon after being outside, and finish your evening with a handful of cherries before bed. Small changes, yes, but over time, they can mean the difference between a restless night and a deep, comfortable sleep. So let me ask you, what would it feel like to wake up tomorrow without that familiar tightness in your legs? To take a walk or tend your garden without worrying about paying for it later? You can start that change today, and it doesn't require pills, complicated routines, or anything you can't find at your local market. Just nature's own remedies, working with your body instead of against it. Try adding at least one of these fruits to your routine this week and see how your body responds. And when you notice a difference, whether it's fewer cramps, better sleep, or simply feeling stronger, share it. Someone you care about might be waiting for exactly the same relief you've just found. That's how small changes in your kitchen can make a big change in your life.